and welcome back to Having Fun with Captain Comet.
Hey.
Alright, so, next question. Lay it on me. What do you got?
Question number 3. What's your favorite keyword in Versus?
Favorite keyword?
Yep.
That's simple. Willpower. Definitely.
So you like willpower. Bravo.
Yes, I do.
Bravo. Some people underrate it.
Yeah.
Some people.
I think, it does what it does. Well, it makes your guys do things that are a little bit more better than everybody else.
The only thing I agree with is that, it's like it only does stuff because cards say it can do stuff, and like that is a little bit weird, but I think it really worked well for willpower. It definitely did not work well for mutants.
Yeah.
Not at all. But I'm cool with it, and I would like to see more of like the characters' effects working off of their willpower.
Mhm.
I think that'd be really cool to see.
I'm hoping, if things get worked out, that we see willpower again at one point. That's as much as I can hope for, anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think no matter what, we may end up seeing willpower at some point.
Mhm.
Because Dr. Spectrum had it, so someone else in Marvel can show up with it one day.
All right. Question 3. What team would you like to see in a new set?
A new team or an old team?
Either.
Marvel or DC?
Ooh, that's tough. How about... Let's go with DC.
Okay, if it's DC, I want JSA to be refeatured.
Mm-hmm. Any reason?
Because they're awesome. And because I want to see Kingdom Come Superman in there, kicking butt.
Huh?
And they have such a great, huge cast of characters. Like, the first time they came around, they didn't even tap, like, half of all, like, the power housing. I mean, okay, maybe they tapped half, but it's just such a fantastic team.
Yeah.
There's so many great characters. There's so many legacy things going on. It's just so much. You can have so much fun with it. I would love to see it.
I would love to see, like, them just do a set based on, like, Captain Marvel and all the other Marvels running around and just doing their things. Because that would be awesome.
I don't think you could do a whole set on them. There's just not that many of them.
Mm.
I mean, what? We're gonna get Happy the Marvel Bunny?
Probably.
People would just be like, "What the hell is this?" Like, you can't have all those "What the hell is this" characters. Like we can't do Captain Marvel Jr., Mary Marvel, Happy the Marvel Bunny, and then Uncle Marvel, and then Lieutenant Marvel, and then you're like, "All right, what the hell is going on here?" And then their villains are cool, but once you get out of the Monster Society of Evil, really, what the hell is going on there?
Yeah.
Black Adam is cool. They could be the core. They could be the core theme of a set, But I mean, they don't have enough to do like a whole set. Whereas, like, I feel like JLA could be like our Avengers. Clearly, like they could be an entire set dedicated to these characters. There's so much power, so much history, so many events. You could just go nuts. For Marvel.
Yep.
I would well, let's see. What have we not really gotten out of Marvel? Huh. Well, I mean, we've done the X-Men to death. So, like, X-Men would be absolutely not. If somebody asked me, I'd be like, get the X-Men out of my face. I always loved the Avengers, but, like, we did just get a recent refeature of them, so I wouldn't be, like, running after them again, but I would probably want to sneak them in.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell else is there in Marvel? Like, team-wise.
It's tough.
It is tough. Like, honestly, I would go after the Avengers again just because, like, I feel like we've neglected them and, like, we need more. Like, I feel like they were so horribly neglected. The JLA was pretty neglected, too.
In what way? Like, support-wise or character-wise?
Well, it was good, not support-wise. They were good. Everything works. But I feel like characters, like, there's, like, so many characters we can touch upon that, haven't. And I feel like, for me, like, Versus should include, like right from, like, day one, it should just be, like, bam, it should be, like, this is what it's all about, like, X-Men, Avengers, it should be the premier teams, like, JLA should have been in DC Origins. I'm just like, where the hell is the JLA? And if you remember the original banner for DC Origins, it has Luthor and Darkseid and the JLA and Batman. Where the hell was any of that in the sets?
Yeah, very true.
You know, I mean, for me, when I think DC, I think JLA, Teen Titans, JSA, just big teams, armies of heroes, like, you know. And when I think of Marvel, I think of, you know, I think of the Avengers and I think of X-Men, and that's off the top of my head. But unfortunately, after we go from the top of my head, it starts getting like the Defenders, the Invaders, the Champions, and, you know, then I'm kind of like faltering. You know, but at the same time, just like there's Gotham Knights and Team Superman, I think, you know, Spider Friends is just wonderful. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could base a whole set around Cap. You know, he's got plenty of characters.
You know, considering with what they've done with Captain America so far.
I know, we really got a whole set around Cap, practically. I mean, that was fantastic. I can't even complain about that. But, I mean, you could just do one, like, just all Cap. You know, like, just all his villains and all his allies. I mean, you could really go nuts with it. So I'm not sure. I know what I want to see in Marvel. I really like Runaways. I really like Young Avengers. I really like, you know, all that kooky, trendy stuff. I'd really like to do some Jessica Jones. You know, I'd like to make Daredevil into a legend. You know, really give him his props. Make Kingpin into a legend. You know. Yeah, you know, like, let's not forget, Kingpin started as Spider-Man's villain.
Yeah.
He's got a legacy. You know, I'm very into the old school. I feel like the old school deserve their legendary status.
Definitely. All right, question 2. What do you got for me?
Question 2. Aren't we on, like, question 4?
Well...
I'll see. I count up, you count down.
Down, right.
Yeah. So, we've done mechanic, we've done keyword, how you got into the game, and what's your favorite team?
Favorite team. All right. Oh, that's hard for me. It's between 2 teams.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Well, it's fairly simple, man. If anyone who's seen me play Versus before, they should know by now. Number 1, Gotham Knights. Number 2, Green Lanterns.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Are you ready for your question? This one's a hard one.
Okay.
If Versus came to an end, would your show still go on?
Yes. And I would start playing Legends of the Five Rings like nobody's business. So would you keep the name of the show The Ring is Chosen?
Enlighten me on this.
There's nothing. It's a joke, man. There's nothing else to enlighten you on. If Versus goes to hell, I'll keep playing Versus, but you know, the theme will shift to Legends of the Five Rings. It'll be like, Cliff joined the Dragon Clan this week.
Okay, fair enough.
At the end of the show, we discuss some of our favorite classic Versus jacks.
I guess, you know, that would be all.
Or, you know, it could be like Raw Deal, dude. It could be like Raw Deal, where like, which I'm like hoping we don't get a Raw Deal, but it could be like Raw Deal, where like, you know, we just keep talking about Versus, and we just keep generating new formats, and we just have, you know, Googlio and Flashback dishing out free brand new sets.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, it's time for us to take our final break.